360-degree video is a unique video format that closely links to virtual reality. The difference between a 360-degree video and a normal video is that with a 360-degree video, you, the viewer, get far more control over what you get to look at, so you can move around the scene and basically pick something that takes your interests, whereas with a normal video, you're in the hands of whoever put the video together to decide what it is that you get to see. The thing that makes 360-degree video really interesting is that it can be experienced in a variety of different ways, the most common one probably being on your computer, where you use your mouse to click and drag around the scene. But where it starts to get a bit more interesting is when you use your smartphone or tablet. Using something like the YouTube app, you can move your device around and it will move as if you were actually there. And a lot of these apps will let you use a headset, which pushes 360-degree video into the realm of virtual reality. So if you put your headset on and watch it, it's almost as if you were there, especially if the 360-degree video was filmed in 3D. It's really immersive. In the past, creating 360-degree videos required specialty camera rigs and really complex post-production techniques. But nowadays, with the introduction of specialty 360-degree cameras, making 360-degree videos has become far more achievable. In fact, I find that the biggest challenge with 360-degree video is not actually creating it, but it's more about finding suitable use cases for the format. Whereas normal filmmaking is about telling a story, I find that 360-degree video is more about creating an experience. So a good example of this would be touring a place of interest. For example, earlier in the year we worked with the University of Southampton on creating a series of films to show prospective students what it was like on campus and in the city. By watching the video, future students were given an immersive look at what a typical day would look like if they enrolled here. Other uses for 360-degree video would be at events like music festivals, where the viewer could look around and choose which bits they want to focus on, and also I think for training, where you could create simulations and see how the viewer responds. However, the format is not without its drawbacks, and the biggest challenge that I have with 360-degree filming is the fact that the camera captures literally everything around it, so you really have to stage manage your shots. If there's something in view that you don't want in the final film, well, it can't be anywhere within line of sight of the camera. If you're filming an event and you want it to look busy, well, the event actually has to be busy because this camera doesn't lie. And if you're out filming in public and someone does something like a rude gesture behind the camera, that could potentially ruin your shot. There's far more flexibility with normal filming to hide, disguise and control what appears in the final video, and this just isn't the case with 360-degree filming. And this leads on to another issue that I have, which is that it's really hard to move a 360-degree camera without getting the operator in shot. You have to be really careful with how you do this, because that will just completely distract from the immersion. There's no standing behind the camera knowing that you won't be seen. This can be very limiting and results in a lot of boring 360-degree video content where the camera is simply placed on a tripod, left for 30 seconds, then moved somewhere else. And this approach just isn't very inspiring. And finally, because the 360-degree format puts the viewer in control of what they see, an engaging 360-degree video has to really carefully direct their attention, otherwise they're going to end up bored and they're not going to be engaged. But I feel like there's a bit of a fine line between creating a really engaging 360-degree video that's constantly driving the viewer's attention and creating something that would have just been better as a normal video which commands that attention by default. I always feel like there's a bit of a trap that people fall into with technology, which is that they create something because it's novel and exciting, and not necessarily because it's the right format for what they're trying to achieve. That said, I think there's a huge potential in 360-degree video, especially in things like security, training, virtual travel, and I think it's just a case of finding the right formats for it. Additionally, 360-degree video footage doesn't have to be used in 360-degree applications. The footage from these cameras can be brought into standard video projects, but the editor can make decisions in post-production about what appears on screen, and this is incredibly powerful. And although the wide-angle lens of a 360-degree camera isn't particularly versatile, I can see this becoming really popular with, say, vloggers, who might be sharing their content to multiple platforms such as Instagram TV, which have different aspect ratios. In post-production, in the edit, they can choose which bits they want to reframe and make a really good video for multiple platforms using one camera, which is just incredibly powerful. And I've not mentioned it yet, but 360-degree footage can be manipulated in some quite interesting ways. There's so much that can be done with this technology once you scratch the surface. But with like all technology, it's about finding the right tool for the task at hand.